In 1936 there was an unknown French magician who performed at very small theatres throughout Paris, who performed an effect which has never been performed again since, and the reason being is because 3 days later he attempted the bullet catch and died, taking the secret of this illusion with him. So I'd like to tell you the story of Jean-Paul Rodart and that illusion as best as I can. So we're going to use this deck of cards, and for all intents and purposes this deck of cards is the audience of the evening. We need to randomly select our audience members, so we'd ask our volunteer just to say stop when they're ready. They say stop. Sure you want to stop there? You happy? So they stop there. So they've come to this point here, and they're now going to sign their card, which in this case is a 5 of clubs. Let's sign it spectator. So now the spectator has their card. So now I'm going to choose my card, which in this case is the Ace of Hearts. So I'm just going to write Rodart. Because he is the magician of the piece. So now we have our volunteer, which is yourself, and now we have Rodart the magician. Rodart would choose 2 more volunteers, and these would join him on the stage. And he would choose a married couple. So we'll do the same here, we'll choose a married couple. We'll go with Queen and King of Diamonds. There we go. Now Rodart would ask the one volunteer that he chose originally to stand in the audience and remain stood and visible at all times, which is exactly what we're doing here. Place that down. So Rodart would take the 2 audience members and would ask them, one to stand facing him and another to stand facing his back, just like this. Throughout the entire time that Rodart performed this, he could be visibly seen. And there is Rodart. Now Rodart would ask one volunteer to touch his shoulder on the left and the shoulder behind him to touch the shoulder on the right. We can't do here, we are touching the two cards are touching your card together, well my card rather. So we want you to touch that card there, okay, just grip hold of it and nothing can happen to that card. So as you pull the card out, the time it took you to do that, something had happened. Jean-Paul Rodart raised his arm in the air and said, I'm about to make the impossible possible, and clicked his fingers and the lights went out. And in the time it took you to take that out, in the eerie silence and the eerie darkness of the theatre, another click appeared and the lights came on and something amazing had happened. Something truly strange and unique. Is it that Rodart himself had disappeared, completely disappeared, and reappeared somewhere else, because you see in his place was a spectator, and in the audience was Jean-Paul Rodart. To this day nobody knows how this was done. Nobody, I can't even replicate that myself, I've got no idea, but at least now you know the story of Jean-Paul Rodart.